Okay, first grade, it's time to do some weaving. The last time you were here, we created this little white piece of paper and we called it a comb, but what it actually is, it's a loom. And the loom works by opening it up. Open it up very carefully and press it down with your hands so you have a nice flat surface. I like to use the side that does not have my name on it because I like the way that looks without any writing. Now you're going to need a couple strips of paper, and each table is going to get the color that they're sitting at and the opposite. So if I'm sitting at table number 1, I'm the red table. So I'm going to use red strips, and the opposite of red is green. So I'm also going to use green strips. Everything about this project is about opposites. When I start to put these little strips into my loom, I want to think about them as if they are little dolphins. And you know how a dolphin will jump up out of the ocean water and then down into the ocean water and up out of the ocean water and down into the ocean water. So we're going to use that motion of going over the top of the ocean and under the ocean and over the ocean and under the ocean, and pretending that this loom is the ocean. Each one of these little stripes give us a place for the dolphin to jump underneath. I'm going to take my first stripe and I'm going to have the little dolphin jump over the first piece. So he's going to jump over, he's going to jump down into that cut section, and he's going to go under the water, and then he's going to come back up and he's going to jump over the next piece, and then he's going to go down under the water and over and under all the way across. You want to go only over and under one stripe at a time. Over, under, over, under, over, under, and over, and under. And now I'm going to take that little stripe and I'm going to wiggle it down as close as I can to the bottom of the paper. When I pick up the next stripe, I need to do the opposite. Everything about this project is opposite. So we're using opposite colors. We're doing opposite motions. Over is the opposite of under. So now with my little stripe, I'm going to go under the water first. This little guy was on top, on the over top of the water side. This guy's going to go underneath the water first. And everything else about this is the same. So he's going to pop up, over, he's going to go under, he's going to go over, he's going to go under, and he's going to return all the way to the end of the paper. Under, over, over, under, under, and over. You don't want to pull any farther than this or it will start to come out at this end. Once these guys are all tucked in here nice and tight, you're going to notice that the only place they touch is in their tiny little corners. You should not have a green exactly on top of a red or whatever color combination you have for your table. They should not be lining up all on the same stripe. They should all be doing the opposite. Let's go back to the red. Remember, red was on top first, so red is always going to be on top in my example. So he's going to dive into the pool and under the second piece, over, under. Let's make a little mistake on this one and see if you can tell what happens when something is not going correctly. If I push these all together, I can see something strange is going on our project. Here, I have the nice checkerboard where they're only touching at the corners. But if I get into this section, I can see, uh-oh, they're starting to stack up in the same line, and that is not what they are supposed to do. What happened and what went wrong? Do you think you can see it? If you're saying right here, then you are correct. Here, I have counted too many. I have gone over 2 pieces. So I need to back the truck up. And I need to make sure I only count to 1 each time. So over 1, under 1, over 1, under 1. You're going to continue until all of your loom is filled with stripes of paper. It might take 7 pieces. It might take 8 pieces. It depends on how skinny some of these guys are, or if I've cut them a little bit on the thicker side. So you want to make sure that you keep going and you keep tucking them together very tight as you are weaving. Green goes under first, over, under, and over. I can't wait to see these when I return. Keep up the good work. And if you're having some trouble, you can always ask to substitute for some help. Good luck, guys.